Hey everyone, today we're gonna make 3 easy lemon desserts you can make with a lemon cake mix. So the first recipe are these easy lemon white chocolate cookies. They're really chewy and they're so good, they're kind of addicting. And the second is this lemon poppy seed bread. It's super moist, super easy to make, and I like the little beads of crunchiness from the poppy seeds. And the third is this lemon cream cheese cake. You don't even need a frosting for this one because it's like the cream cheese mixture just bakes inside. It's just so good. All right, let's get started. So to make the lemon white chocolate cookies, you're gonna add a lemon cake mix to a large mixing bowl and then a 1/4 cup of melted butter. And you can use salted or unsalted. I usually use unsalted when I bake, but it's your preference. And then a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. And then you're gonna add 2 large eggs and mix this up really well until it's smooth. It's gonna be pretty thick, but that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. And then just take your spatula and scrape around the sides and the bottom of the bowl and mix again to make sure everything is well mixed. And then add in some white chocolate chips. I ended up adding in about 1.5 cups, but sort of eyeball it and see how much you want to add. Sometimes you may want more or less. It's totally up to you, but it's around 1 cup to 1.5 cups. And then just take a spatula and mix it up. It won't mix very well in a mixer like this, so you want to switch to either a large spoon or a spatula or something. So then you're going to take a medium-sized cookie scoop. You could use about 2 tablespoons worth if you don't have a cookie scoop, but cookie scoops make things really easy. So I'm just using mine here and we're placing the cookies on a cookie sheet about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches apart from each other. And it's going to take more than one of these cookie sheets, but that's okay. So you're going to bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 12 to 14 minutes. And while those are baking, you want to cover your leftover batter and just pop it into the fridge until you have room in your oven to bake the rest of the batter. So you want to do that the same day, of course. You don't want to wait. But after the cookies have baked, you want to place them on a cooling rack after about 5 minutes, and then you can bake the other remaining dough. And so you see here, I've just done that. You don't have to wait for them to cool down or anything to do that. But I hope you love these. I ate a lot of these. These are really actually addicting. I just couldn't stop eating them. All right, so the next one we're gonna make is the lemon poppy seed cake. So you're gonna add your lemon cake mix to your bowl and then 1 package of instant lemon pudding mix, not the cook and serve, but you want the instant kind. And then you wanna add 4 large eggs and 1 cup of water and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Then you're gonna just take your mixer and make sure everything is mixed really well. And as always, you wanna scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl and then mix again. Now you're going to add a 1/4 cup of poppy seeds, and you can add less if you don't really like that much poppy seeds in your lemon poppy seed bread, but it's totally up to you. So once you get that added and mixed well, you're going to add it to 2 8-inch loaf pans. So it doesn't look like it's very much batter, but I promise it's going to be enough because it's going to kind of bake up. So bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and make sure it's preheated and bake it for about 30 minutes. And then you want to set it on the cooling rack for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes or so. And then you can flip them out and then set them on the cooling rack to cool completely, or at least until it's not super hot, and then you can add the glaze. So for the glaze, we're going to use a medium-sized mixing bowl and add 2 cups of powdered sugar, confectioner sugar, whatever you want to call it here. And then just add that to your bowl and about 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And just take a whisk or even a fork works for this and mix it up until everything is smooth and all of the sugar has dissolved. Now just take that and drizzle it or spoon it over the tops of your cooled down bread. If your bread is still really warm, it's just gonna drip completely off of this. So this cake is perfect served warm or even at room temperature, and you can have it for breakfast, a snack, or even a dessert. Okay, so the next one we're gonna make is the lemon cream cheese swirl cake. So you're gonna add your lemon cake mix to the bowl. And then you want to add in all of the ingredients that are called for on the back of the box. So they usually call for oil, water, and eggs. So you just want to add all of those ingredients that your cake mix calls for. And I usually use a Betty Crocker cake mix. So that's what I'm using here. And then just take your mixer and make sure everything is mixed up really super well. So for the cream cheese mixture, just add in 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese and make sure it's room temperature. And then add in about a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and 1 egg. And initially I made this with only a 1/4 cup of sugar, and it really needed a little bit of extra. So I think a 1/2 cup really works out better. And then this is optional, but you can add in a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract if you want to, just to give it a little bit of extra lemon flavor, but you don't have to do that. So take your mixer and mix that mixture up until it's really smooth. And now with a 13 by 9 inch pan that you have sprayed, you want to add in that cake batter and you want to smooth it. And after you've done that, you want to add in the cream cheese mixture. Just kind of spoon it on until you get it all on. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to look good at this point. So then take a knife and you want to swirl it one way and then just go back the other way and swirl it that way. If you swirl it too much, you're going to mix it all together and it's not going to get that sort of marbled look for you. And then you want to bake this for the time and the temp that is listed on the back of the cake mix box. And you can serve this warm or at room temperature or even cold, but you don't even need a frosting for this because it's like that cream cheese. The little pockets of cream cheese kind of give you that frosting feel. Well, I hope you love these. As always, I will put a link to the recipes or the recipes in the description below. If you actually click on the link and you go to the recipe, there's going to be a button underneath the ingredient list where you can click to convert all the ingredients to metric. So if you need that, it's there. If you make these, let me know what you think. Happy baking, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.